Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Art, channeling messages from Spirit, Infinite Gratitude. Today I'm going to be using a new deck, brand new, called the Tarot of the Divine. And I already cleansed the deck, set my intentions, shuffled, cleansed my energy. So we're going to do a collective reading using these new cards and see what comes out. Infinite Gratitude. Spirit, any and all messages. So all of these cards came out in reverse position. Justice card in reverse position. Something is very unfair. Somebody got the short end of the stick in a situation. Something is very unbalanced and unfair. You might feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, or there's someone else who feels like they're getting the short end of the stick. They're being treated unfairly. Justice is not being served. Something is out of balance. Someone feels powerless. Someone feels
Let's go.
heartless. There's a lack of fulfillment. There's like some sort of major disappointment, major loss here.
Come on. What? This is a movement. Yes. We still move. I can't still move. What? Hey, guys, what are you doing?
Yeah, something is really, really disappointing. Someone is really disappointed. So there might be some major disappointment, some major loss here, but I see a brighter side. I see the silver lining. I see what is working out well, what is working out right. So you could be getting yourself out of a situation that you are struggling in. So despite this loss and this disappointment, you're still making progress towards your goals. You're still moving forward towards better for yourself, even though you feel like you were treated unfairly in a situation, or you got the short end of the stick in a situation, or you feel like you were in a very unbalanced dynamic situation. There's still a brighter side to your story. There's still improvement. There's still progress. You're not stagnant and you're not stuck in this disappointment and this loss. You're still able to see the silver lining, the brighter side of things. You're very abundant is what I'm getting here. You are very abundant. You could be rich in spirit, rich in your health, your wealth, finances. You're abundant in many ways. In some form or fashion, you're very abundant and you're very powerful and you're very capable. You're capable. There was definitely a situation that took place that was out of your control. You didn't feel powerful in the situation, or you didn't feel like you had any control over the way you were being treated, the way you were being handled. You definitely felt mistreated, mishandled in the past or in a certain situation, but I see you stepping into your power, stepping into your abundance, regardless of how you were handled or treated. You're still capable of stepping into this abundance and creating this abundance for yourself. Like, I just see you manifesting and creating despite the odds or the disappointment in the loss. And this didn't happen overnight. You didn't become the Queen of Coins overnight. It took you to build your foundation and build this sense of self, this confidence from the ground up. So, this isn't something that was given to you, handed to you. You had to build this from the ground up with your bare hands, all by yourself, essentially. I'm getting a story here where someone took your power from you or you gave your power away. There was a situation where your power was either taken from you or you gave it away, and it was unfair to you how things played out. But I see you having to start from scratch. Like you had something of value mishandled, taken from you, something was destroyed, put you in a very powerless position, and then you had to start from scratch and build up your self confidence, build up your self esteem, build up your abundance. I see you starting over completely after this situation took place. You started over completely, and here you are, the Queen of Coins, and we have you standing in your power more than you've ever been. Like, so if you felt like your power was taken from you in a past situation, I see you more powerful today than you were then, before you were mishandled, mistreated. You are more powerful now than you were then, before you were mishandled and mistreated. Whatever was taken from you, you've gained back tenfold, is what I'm getting here. You are put in a powerless, disadvantaged position, and I see you in an even more elevated position now today than you were before being compromised in this way. So that's quite remarkable, and I'm really, really happy for you because, I mean, I'm sure it was important to you to restore what you was lost, what was taken from you. You had to restore that value some way, somehow, and you managed to do it. It didn't happen overnight. You definitely had to struggle, start from scratch, start over completely. You didn't know if you were ever going to be able to make things better, rebuild yourself. You didn't know you could repair yourself or recover what was lost or make back what was lost. I'm pretty sure there were sleepless nights where you weren't sure. Honestly, I see you rising from the ashes. This is a situation that completely had you powerless. You thought you were like, had no value because of this situation. Like you thought that your power was taken from you, that, or you gave your power away and you were completely compromised, had nothing. You felt like you had nothing. You had to start over from scratch. You didn't know how to like start over, but you figured it out. And now it's like you're so much more valuable than what you thought you were now, with the experience that you've gone through. It's like it has you in a very, very empowered position and place, and you would have never felt this powerful had you not had to have start over completely. Yeah, this is a really beautiful story here. Your story is beautiful and empowering and inspiring. I see you like rising from the ashes. Like you went from 0 to 100. Like you literally There was some sort of like you had to resurrect yourself from this disappointment here. Like a phoenix, you rose from the ashes, starting from scratch, starting over with very little or nothing, starting completely over from the ground up here. Chills, chills, chills. Yeah, something did not happen overnight. Something was a slow, painstaking process. Definitely struggled with your faith throughout this journey, questioning yourself, questioning your ability, questioning your worth. But it's like I see you here in this new state. You're in this new place. You're in this new state of mind. And it's like, what are you going to do with it? This Queen of Coins keeps calling my attention. What are you going to do with what you have now? Like, what are you going to do with it? You've risen from the ashes. You've started over from scratch. You rebuilt from the ground up. Now, what are you going to do with all this knowledge, wisdom, experience, abundance? What are you like? Look at her face. You guys can barely see her face. Like, do you see her expression? Like, I wonder what she's going to do. You just see it in her face that she's up to something, that she's thinking about something, and I want to know more about what her next move is. Spirit, tell me more. Elaborate on this energy. What is she going to do with it? What is she going to do? You might be asking yourself this. There might be somebody wondering, like, what is she going to do? She has power. She can influence, she can impact, she can make movements. What is she going to do? There might be somebody asking about you, wanting to know what are you going to do now with the information, wisdom that you have, the abundance that you have, the power that you have. What are you going to do with it? I don't see any action being taken. So there's this question in the air. What is she going to do? What is this person going to do with what they have, what they've obtained, what they've learned? What are they going to do? And I see you not doing anything. I feel like this is your energy collective, this Queen of Coins, and I feel like you're not doing anything. You're really not doing any, I don't see any action being taken by you. And I don't know who it is, like wondering, like, what is she going to do, or what are they going to do? I don't know who that could be in your situation. It could be this person who tried to take your power from you, who put you in a powerless situation, position, who stole from you, who took from you. It could be this person like wondering what you're going to do now that you have some sort of influence, impact, abundance. There could be people paranoid right now about the actions that you take because of the wrongs that they committed against you. Now that you actually have influence, power, abundance, they're paranoid, watching your every move, wondering if you're going to retaliate, wondering if you're going to seek vengeance, wondering if you're going to attack. And I don't see you doing any of those things. I don't see you seeking vengeance on nobody. I don't see you plotting on nobody. I don't see you attacking anybody. I don't see you doing anything with your abundance at all. I just see you kind of like holding on to it, appreciating it, but I don't see you being reckless with your power. I don't think necessarily you're just holding on to what you have. Like with that scarcity mindset stuff, you're not like just holding on to what you have tightly, like you don't believe in infinite abundance. Like you have this confidence now, this faith now. I see you not doing what other people might expect you to do. I feel like there's certain expectations for you that other people have set in their minds about what you're capable of and what you're willing to do and what you're about. And I just see you not doing any of the things that people might think that you would do. People try to predict your next move, try to get in your head, and I just see you not validating their idea of you. I see you completely like, moving independently. You're moving completely independently of outside influences. That's why I think the question arises, what is she going to do? Because I see you moving in ways that are unpredictable. Nobody can plot your next move. Nobody can predict your behavior, especially in this place of the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Cups. There's nobody who can say, oh, she's about to do this, or she's about to say that, or this is what she's going to do next. Like, there is no predicting what you could do, what you will do, what you are about. You have that power, you have that independence in this space, in this state. It's bringing up a lot of fear in external influences, people who might have done you wrong, had the wrong idea about you, took advantage of you. The people outside of you who just have the wrong idea are experiencing paranoia and fear when it comes to your choices and decisions at this point in this state that you're in now. But I don't see you seeking vengeance on anyone. I don't see you using your resources, your abundance, recklessly at all. I see you being very intentional with your abundance. Collective. I see you also like your timing is impeccable. Like you're the type of person, like you know when to rest and you know when to make moves. And right now I see you in a state of rest. I see you being very genuine too. You're so genuine, collective. It's like I'm hearing this, like, what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? Is she gonna get her lick back? Is she gonna retaliate? Is she gonna be vengeful? Is she going to attack? There's this paranoia and this fear of your retaliation, your attack, your moves, your decisions, your choices. I see you not doing anything. You're literally like, I'm not doing anything. Like literally, there's all this paranoia and fear surrounding what you have, the wisdom, the abundance, the health, the wealth, whatever. There's all this paranoia and fear. She has all of this. She can do this. She can do that. What is she gonna do? We talked all that shit. What is she gonna do? What is she gonna say? Like, we took all her shit. Like, she gonna take from us? She damn well could. Is she gonna do it? Like, there's all this talk, and I'm saying she because it's the feminine energy that I'm picking up on, but take it how it resonates. Collective, you definitely are in a position of power now. You are more powerful than you've ever been, actually. Whoever did you wrong in the past took advantage of you, and you were weak then. You're actually the most powerful you've ever been to this day, having started from scratch, from the bottom up. And I see you like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. It is what it is. I'm in this position. I'm in this place. I have all this abundance. I have all this wisdom. I have all this strength. I am who I am. And I'm not doing anything except for being myself or doing what I do. I'm not out here plotting on nobody, plotting on nobody's downfall. You're not really resonating with that frequency at all here. I don't see you interested in anyone's downfall here. I don't see you interested in destruction here in any form or fashion. I just see you like literally, it's like the way you're stepping up onto this pillar or this rock here, it's like, I just got here and it is what it is. Like, I made it. That's it. There is no revenge. There is no plan to attack. There is no, there's none of that. I made it. You made it. Collective. It is what it is. I see you arriving. You've arrived. This is like someone who's arriving in their position of power, taking their seat, sitting at their throne, someone accepting their abundance, their birthright. And that's just that. It's just that. All this paranoia and fear surrounding what you have is just kind of dumbfounding me because I see you not aligning with that at all. You're not doing anything to incite paranoia or fear, but it's there. The only reason why there's paranoia and fear surrounding what you have today and what you're capable of today is because the crimes that were committed to you and committed against you in the past. The people who used, this is the thing, there was someone or a group of people who used their power, their abundance to attack you. So now they're afraid that you're going to do the same thing to them, that you're going to use what you have, your power, your abundance, to seek vengeance, to attack them back. It's like because that's their mentality. They're like, how can, in the past, these people had to strategize a way to attack you, to corrupt you, to take from you. And they were using your weaknesses, your disadvantages against you. They were using their power, their abundance against you, and trying to use your weaknesses against you. Because they knew that they could. They knew they had some sort of advantage or leverage. There was someone who had some sort of leverage over you, your emotions. Someone could have emotionally manipulated you. But I see you not returning the favor here. I just see you arriving. I see you arriving in the sense of you're arriving. This is your arrival. You've arrived into the place, into the position that you were meant to be in. This isn't a place or position that you want to be in to have power over other people, to control anybody, to hurt anybody. I just see you arriving in position, playing your position, definitely just arriving to where you're meant to be. And that doesn't include anyone else. That doesn't involve anyone else. It's just you, your goals, your mission, your purpose, your plan, and you standing in that, you arriving, showing up for yourself. All you're doing is showing up for yourself. It doesn't have anything to do with nobody else. What you've obtained, what you have today has nothing to do with nobody else. You didn't get this to hurt anybody or to say that you just have more than someone else. You're not in this position to compete with somebody, to say that you are a competitor. You're just arriving in your place. This is your place. This is your position. It has nothing to do with nobody else's fear, nobody else's bad intentions towards you. That's has nothing to do with who you are today and what you're accomplishing and what you've already managed to accomplish, having to start completely from scratch. I see you defending that. I see you being very protective of yourself. I see you also being divinely protected. I see you speaking your truth, expressing yourself, definitely standing up for yourself and showing up for yourself at this time. This really is yours. This abundance that you've tapped into, this is very pure. This is very genuine. This is no bad intentions involved here. This is authenticity. This is very raw. I'm not gonna deal with the fear and the paranoia too much because it just doesn't have anything to do with you and your intentions. Like, your intentions don't involve anyone else, especially people who wronged you in the past, mishandled you in the past. What you're doing now has nothing to do with their fear and their paranoia and their bad intentions. Your intentions does not involve them. This is for you. But I see you prepared to defend yourself, defend your abundance, because I see you being put in a very compromised situation in the past, and I see you not accepting that today. So you've learned valuable lessons from that very disappointing situation, and you will not accept that today. You've learned a very, very valuable lesson, being mistreated and mishandled, having everything taken from you, having to start over. And today, that is something that you will not tolerate. You will not accept. You are prepared. You are prepared to defend yourself. And I see you not having to do anything but speak your truth. Because the attack here with the swords, the Queen of Swords and the Two of Swords here, it's it's hearsay. It's he said, she said, is what I'm getting here. This is kind of petty. This is kind of superficial. This is like gossip. This is like he said, she said, hearsay. And I just see you prepared to put an end to any speculation because I'm hearing like she has all of this, or they have all of this going for them, or they have all of this abundance, they have all this power, they have all this wisdom, they're in such good health, they're so wealthy, they're so abundant. What are they going to do? And I see you saying, I'm not doing anything. And being very clear, being very honest, being very transparent about what you're here for. And it's not to attack anybody, seek vengeance on anybody. It has nothing to do with anybody. This is all about you. This is for you. This is your moment. You've arrived. This is your position. This is your place. You've worked very hard to get to this point. This has everything to do with you. It has nothing to do with the gossip, the hearsay, the he said, she said. It has nothing to do with that. I see you prepared to like make yourself clear in any under any circumstance. You're willing and able to make yourself very clear. You're willing and able to use your sword of truth under any circumstance if you feel called to. This is deep. I knew this deck was going to just cut straight to the point. I see you resting. All this talk about your actions, your decisions, your next move, and I see you in a place of rest, and that's the thing. There's nothing about you that is predictable. There's all this movement, all this fear and anxiety and paranoia surrounding you and your next move and what you're going to do with what you've got, and you're resting. You're resting. You're taking it all in. You're processing it. You're prepared to take, I wouldn't even say action, you're just prepared to make yourself clear, to clear your name, speak your truth. You're really not hearing, not seeing anything that's out of alignment. You could be making an important decision or choice between two options. With this Three of Swords in reverse coming out and the Two of Wands here, I feel like you have options, but you aren't changing your mind, or you've made your mind and you're not changing your mind. Even though you could choose between two options, you've already made up your mind, and you're not changing your mind. This is what you're thinking about. You have these options, you've made a choice, you're sticking to it. All the paranoia and fear outside of your thoughts and what you're actually thinking about is just interference. It's literally coming up in the reading because Spirit wants you to be aware that there is fear and paranoia surrounding just what you're capable of and the position that you're in. But it has nothing to do with what you're actually thinking about. You're actually trying to make a decision, or you've made a decision. After weighing your options, you've made a decision. You had options and you weighed them and you made a decision. You're resting. So that's what's actually going on with you. You're not plotting on anyone's downfall. You're not plotting to get your lick back. You're not plotting to take from anyone else or do what was done to you to the people who did it to you, or um, get your revenge. It's like you want to make an informed decision, or you've made a decision. You're weighing your options here. You're making choices, boss moves. That's what you're up to. You're not doing whatever other external factors might be thinking that you're up to, because that's what they would be doing if they were in your. It's like there's people who, if they were in your position, they would use that to be low vibrational, to have power and control over others, to be hurtful, to take, to put somebody down. Like if they had what you had, they would be trying to put somebody down, take advantage of other people who have less. Like that's what they do. And like you're in this position of power and you're not doing that. That's not what you're about. But because if they were in your position, they have it in their head that you're like them, or that you would act like they would for whatever reason. They project onto you themselves, like they project their flaws onto you, so they're afraid of what you're capable of and what you're going to do, because if it were them they would wild out and they would be very destructive. But I don't see you adopting their flaws, mentality, low vibrational traits, characteristics. I see you really just being authentic and being very genuine. And my daughter, I'm sorry, y'all, that was not me. Anyway, I see you being, she's two. So I see you being very authentic and genuine and standing in your truth and just like focused on your options, making decisions, especially in this place, in this position of power, taking your time, resting, making a very balanced choice and decision for yourself. So, staying focused on what's actually relevant to you. This decision, I think, was very difficult for you to make. You had two very viable options. There were like two different routes you could take. You arrived. Wow. So, you arrived here. Yeah, this card is like everything. You arrived, boom, you made it, you arrived, and then it was like, which way do I go? Now that I'm here, which way do I go, left or right? You had two very viable routes to take, two very viable options, and then you made a choice. You made a choice, and it was hard. You had to look away from one option and choose the other, and it was hard, very painful. That's why you had to focus all your attention and your energy on where you're at right now instead of the external world. You had to really stay focused in on like what you're dealing with and what you're doing right now, because you had to make an important decision and it was not an easy one. But like you're in such the position that you're in right now, it's like you really chose right. You chose the best option for you, or you had to like take a risk. And I see you being very committed to the choice that you made. You made a choice and you're committed to it, no matter how hard it is to turn away from the other options. You're staying committed to what you chose for yourself. You made a choice and you're sticking to it. You're seeing it through. You're seeing something through. And this is not easy. Honestly, this is a situation where you made a choice, you're sticking to it, you're staying committed, you're seeing it through, but you feel like, "Ugh, what if I had gone the other way? Or what if I had chose differently? Um, what if this wasn't the right choice?" But it's like you have these thoughts, you have these doubts, but I see you staying committed to the choice that you made, no matter what. Even if you feel really conflicted, if you feel really unsure at times, you still stay committed to the choice that you made no matter what. You're seeing this through, basically. You made this choice, you made this decision, and you're seeing it through, even if it wasn't the best one. Let's say you made this choice, and in all reality, the other route could have been easier for you. The other route could have been better for you. I see you saying, well, it is what it is. I chose up and I'm sticking to it. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. Or I'm staying 10 toes down when it comes to this commitment. Seeing something through to the end here is what I'm getting here. Oh my gosh. Empress in upright position. You're so loyal is what I'm getting here. You're powerful, you're abundant, you're infinitely, your abundance is crazy. It's out of this world. There's people who are like running around with their heads cut off like a chicken with their heads cut off right now. There's like someone or a group of people like running around like chickens with their heads cut off, afraid of you, afraid of your retaliation, afraid of your vengeance, trying to predict your every move, watching your every move, trying to predict your next step because they are afraid of what they did to you in the past and what you're capable of now. And I mean, these people are like trying to protect themselves from you when you're not even attacking them, when you're not even focused on them. You're not plotting against them, but they're exerting like so much time and energy and effort into protecting themselves from you, and it's a complete waste. This is their karma. That's their karma for what they did to you. These people attacked you, took from you, stole from you, harmed you, and now their karma is this fear, chaos, paranoia, distrust, constantly worrying about you retaliating. While you move on with your life and move forward, they stay stuck in this paranoia. That's their karma until it clicks that you value what it is that you're working on more than you value their downfall or their detriment. Until it clicks, they will live in fear of you. They will always be intimidated. They will always be afraid. They'll always have to watch. They'll always have to plot. The thing is, what you will not, and that's, it is what it is. If they're afraid, that's not something that you can control or even pay attention to. If they are paranoid, that's not something that you can help them with. But what you will not tolerate and what you will not accept is the behavior they shared, not shared, they showed you in the past. You learned valuable lessons from those experiences. You will not tolerate or accept it today, especially in the place and the position that you're at now. I don't see you being able, I don't think it's possible for you to be compromised that way because you're stronger than you've ever been. Because of the place that you're at now, you cannot be compromised the same way you were compromised in the past. You cannot be mishandled or mistreated the way that you were in the past because of the position that you are in now. And I'm telling you, it's putting so much fear in these people's hearts and minds. They're struggling and suffering with paranoia right now. Every single time you speak, every single time you make a move, they panic. They panic when they see you, when they get around you, when they hear of you, they panic because they know what they did. But that could be like that's so irrelevant to you because of the decisions and choices that you're making and the moves that you're making right now. You learn such valuable lessons, though. You'll take that with you throughout your journey. You will not tolerate and accept certain behavior. It will not affect you because of the place that you're at now. It's not possible for you to even be touched by certain energy. It can't get close to you. The type of stuff that was thrown at you that you dealt with in the past, it cannot even get close to you in this position, in this place. So, like I said, focusing on what's actually relevant to you in this position, you are the Empress in upright position. You're stepping into this energy because of this loyalty, because of this commitment that you made, despite how painful it could have been to have to like make this choice or leave one path to go on another. I see you like moving from one path to another, making a decision, a choice, switching careers. I mean, you had to do something different. It was hard to walk away, hard to accept your new reality, but you're seeing it through no matter what. Even if it's like, well, why did I do this? You're like, well, I'm doing it, seeing it through, period. That's your vibe. Like, you're so, like, I think you're sexy as fuck to me because of the way you just move. Like, your energy is, like, really enticing. The way you move is enticing, and it's really, the word sexy is what's giving because it's like, damn, damn. That's how I feel about you. Like, you are on some next level ish is what I'm getting. Like, you don't take no shit. You don't start no shit. And you about your shit. Like, you could give a fuck less about anything else. You're so sexy. Like, damn. Dang. And the King of Swords and the Empress upright position, you're stepping into this energy of being very, like, you're so well rounded. Like, you are always ready, is what I'm getting. Like, you have a vibe of, like, you stay ready. You're different now. You are so different now. You stay ready. You don't get ready, you stay ready. Loyal, committed. But you're also a good person. At the end of the day, you're like a good person. You have a good heart. You have good intentions. You're enticing. Your aura is attractive. You're very attractive. You could be physically attractive. Your energy could be very attractive, enticing. All of the above. It looks good on you. This energy looks really good on you. It looks good. Like, you're like a whole snack. I can't see you collective, but just reading your energy, like, you're a snack to me. You're sexy as fuck. You're a snack. Like, you are like a whole meal. Like, you're so enticing. But it's like you are all of that in a bag of chips and you demand respect. You get respect. You are respected. You're not just some object that's I'm not just sexualizing you. I'm telling you that you are sexy and I respect you because of your hustle, because of your energy, because of your loyalty, because of your commitment, because of what you stand for, your intentions, what you're about, what you've managed to do with nothing. Honorable, you're respectable. You're a 10 out of 10, creme de la creme. You're different. You're on another level. You're from a different planet. You're giving. It's giving. It's really, really giving. And this deck is just like, I'm like shaking. So with that being said, collective, yes, yes. The Empress, that's how your reading ended on the Empress upright position. I respect you. I recognize you. I honor you and I respect you. Peace.